as the fatherland crumbles.
Why, Elliot, someone is walking out that door and I am not crumbling into a
Yeah, I wasn't there all afternoon. You know, the place could just crumble without me.
To the Soviets that communism
In
crumbled.
this crumbling, dusty attic.
Meanwhile, your Earth was crumbling all around.
Crumbles. Woman on her own can't cope.
Today, a backhoe divulged out of a crumbling flank of Earth.
The mine is crumbling.
His gods began to crumble.
Nazi Germany teeters on surrender as the fatherland crumbles. Hundreds of thousands of the captured enemy clog the
summer at camp. I never felt better or stronger in my life. Elliot, someone is walking out that door and I am not crumbling into a million pieces. Well, Jesus.
Office. Now?
Yeah, I wasn't there all afternoon. You know, the place could just crumble without me. Look, it'll just take a sec.
Else the spirit crumbles. It's burning.
Afghans, I want you to deliver such a crushing defeat to the Soviets that communism crumbles, and in so doing, end the Cold War.
Waters of my life in this crumbling, dusty attic where an artist loved his
And sprinted towards it with gleeful abandon. Meanwhile, your Earth was crumbling all around you. You've got simultaneous epidemics of obesity and...
Preferred to keep everything, but what can you do? The empire crumbles. Woman on her own can't cope.
Is she thinking of putting the house up for...
Today, a backhoe divulged out of a crumbling flank of Earth. One bottle amber. Perfect.
Heavy-duty magnets. I don't want to hear about your magnets. The mine is crumbling. We're running out of time, Goldburn.
More popular than ever, it shook Oscar. His gods began to crumble. He became aware even of some clay around.
Watch somebody you love just crumble away bit by bit, day by day, in front of your eyes.
Could stem the avalanche. Their world crumbled. The cities exploded.
Foot right through Texas, and the entire United States crumbled into the sea. See? I mean, you could.
Sounds like a party.
Markets will crash. Financial empires will crumble.
Except yours.
One by one, the financial capitals of the world crumbling under the might of their business acumen. Or so it would have been.
Starvation, Finn, even. Look, Lamb's experiment is crumbling, Eliza. Look, he cannot see it because he's blinded by madness.
Not even the economy of the entire country crumbling around our ankles is hurting my book.
Have you read Tom's book, Mrs. Bernstein?
Yeah. Flies from more than 24 national capitals. Their campaign mounts in fury as a free Europe crumbles.
Where's the bully? All bullies are the same. As soon as you stand up to them, they crumble. Just like giants.
The hero of the Ashanti uprising? What genius to be wasted in the service of a crumbling empire?
But why? Why at the height of his powers did Bond...
Then I'll disavow this oath. This alliance will crumble.
Doctor, he is Russian. He needs to argue like he needs to breathe.
All I am saying is that civilization crumbles whenever we need it most. In the right situation.
Help the downtrodden, or maybe I just couldn't stand to see my favorite teacher's marriage crumble. Either way, I decided to help.
Everything he said is true. The Dragoons is crumbling, but I don't care anymore. I could save it, but I don't want to.
Watch me release Morgana.
Let you watch your world crumble into nothing.
With Pancho Villa's help, and you, General from the South, why, Diaz crumbled.
Pardon me, sir. But when will the village
cruise? Okay, boys. I got a half a rhubarb left. We got the blueberry crumble, which is a little stale. And I got the mud pie. So, what's it gonna be?
You all have a weapon like that?
No. You simply lack the strength to wield them. Your bodies would crumple as your minds collapsed into madness.
Is it weird that I want to do it even more now?
What's he got against you anyway?
I don't know. I guess that's the way it crumbles, cookie-wise.
What are you talking about?
I think I can remember the recipe.
Ooh. Charlie Rumble makes a mean apple crumble.
Not is slashing toward the Tsar. Nazi resistance appears to be crumbling, and it seems that nothing can stop our troops from driving.
Its enemies can rise again, but one which crumbles from within, that's dead.
I mean, what I do know is it does have specifically to do with you. This guy wants to pound on you till you crumble. He wants you to dance to his tune, and then...
Put on a dress and fuck.
I gotta take the little I have left and walk away.
The facade was crumbling.
Doesn't matter, not after that.
Everyone in the...
With the whole world crumbling, we picked this time to fall in love.
Yeah, it's pretty bad timing.
Marry him.
Lord, Lord, Lord.
Well, that's the way the crackers crumble. Joke.
Of town the night before, and he'd suddenly come upon Andre leaning against a crumbling old building and sobbing. Andre had explained to George that he'd just been watching